are some of the biggest trending stories you'll want to know today. Sports legend. People call him the GOAT. LeBron James taking an excused absence from the basketball season. This as resurfaced video is being examined in a new light. Plus, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's latest Netflix adventure is not a smash with critics. We'll tell you what people are saying. Let's bring in News Nation's entertainment expert, Paula Froelich, who has the scoop. Always great to see you, my friend.
You do.
Let's talk about LeBron James, the Lakers head coach, saying he is out for personal reasons. It's an excused absence. However, social media trying to connect it to a resurfaced clip where James joined Diddy Combs on a live stream and said, quote, "Hey, everybody know ain't no party like a Diddy party." I think that went viral. I remember when he said that years ago. What's the scoop here?
Yep. So he's saying it's for personal reasons. And to be fair, he has not been playing well this year. He's playing with his son on the Lakers. That's great. He and Bronny are together. I don't know if that's a good thing. You know, they thought it would be.
Hey there, and welcome to another roundup of the day's biggest trending stories. I'm Suzanne, and I've got all the hot takes and updates you need to stay in the loop. Let's kick things off with a huge name in sports, LeBron James. Now, I'm sure you've heard by now that the Los Angeles Lakers superstar has taken an unexpected leave of absence, or personal reasons. This announcement came straight from the Lakers head coach, but as you know, when it comes to LeBron, there's always more to the story than meets the eye. The timing of this is particularly interesting, especially when you take into account a resurfaced clip from a live stream LeBron did with none other than Diddy Combs. In the clip, LeBron says, "Ain't no party like a LeBron party," and of course, it went viral in a flash. Now, some fans and social media users are connecting the dots. The absence is being speculated about, and there are rumors swirling that it might not just be a simple personal break. I mean, come on, this is LeBron James, a guy who's built an empire, a media mogul, and an absolute GOL for basketball. It could be something more than just time off for him to rest. There's also the matter of his son Bronny, who just joined the Lakers this season. Could LeBron be adjusting his role to accommodate family life? Or is there something bigger going on in his personal world that's led to this sudden break? We don't have all the answers just yet. But rest assured, social media is buzzing with theories, and everyone's watching closely to see if this decision will affect his game when he returns. We'll keep you updated as more details come to light.
And then, of course, you have social media because, as we know, last week it was announced that somebody is suing Jay-Z. And those of you who read my column and watch me have known that I've talked for a while. A lot of people are buzzing that Diddy's former BFFs are real quiet.
And they have been.
And people were wondering why, and who's the next to fall. And then Jay-Z comes out, and then LeBron James says...
Now, some fans and social media users are connecting the dots. The absence is being speculated about, and there are rumors swirling that it might not just be a simple personal break. I mean, come on, this is LeBron James, a guy who's built an empire, a media mogul, and an absolute GOL for basketball. It could be something more than just time off for him to rest. There's also the matter of his son Bronny, who just joined the Lakers this season. Could LeBron be adjusting his role to accommodate family life? Or is there something bigger going on in his personal world that's led to this sudden break? We don't have all the answers just yet, but rest assured, social media is buzzing with theories, and everyone's watching closely to see if this decision will affect his game when he returns. We'll keep you updated as more details come to light.
I'm stepping away for excused personal reasons, and people are going, oh, what is going on here?
But James was chosen by Anna Wintour to chair the Met Gala next year. You're hearing from your sources she may be regretting that.
Now let's move from the court to the world of entertainment, because Prince Harry and Meghan Markle are making headlines again, and not exactly for the right reasons. The couple has a brand new Netflix show called Polo It Out. But here's the thing, the critics, they're not impressed, and it's starting to look like this might be the project to their already fragile public image. So let me break it down for you. Polo It Out is all about polo, a sport that, let's be honest, is not exactly something your average person can relate to. It's a game for the ultra-wealthy, not exactly the most relatable thing when you're trying to connect with the everyday viewer. And that's exactly what critics are saying. This whole idea feels out of touch. In fact, some people on social media are calling it bizarre and so far removed from reality that it's actually making them feel awkward to watch.
You and I talked about this about a month ago, and it was a lot of people were raising their eyebrows. Like, he's the honorary chair of the big Met Gala for honoring Black Taylor. And it's a real interesting choice right now, especially because of that video. And people don't know who or what the next domino is to fall. And, we'll see if it comes and bites her.
All right, let's move on to your favorite couple, Harry and Meghan.
Oh boy.
They have a new doc. It's called Polo. Yeah, people aren't loving Polo.
Nope. And again, I hate to say it, Nostradamus here predicted it. It's just really hard. First of all, there aren't that many interesting people or likable people in the sport of polo in general.
Now, we all know Harry and Meghan have had a mixed reception ever since they left the royal family and started making these big media moves. Their bombshell tell-all documentary, Harry and Meghan, was their big Netflix win, but it also stirred up a ton of drama, creating tensions with both the British royal family and some of their Hollywood peers. After all, Harry and Meghan's royal connection was a huge part of their appeal, so now the question is, do people really care about their private lives and niche interests like polo when they've already aired their grievances with the royal family? And here's the kicker. Critics aren't just knocking the show, they're saying it could end up hurting the couple's Netflix deal overall. This is a company that's invested in Harry and Meghan's brand. And while they had a solid start with Harry and Meghan and Live to Lead, this latest project is definitely not landing well with audiences. So will this hurt their future deals? Could it even jeopardize the royal couple's media empire? Time will tell.
And I think people are not getting into it. They're just like, this is boring. This is so out of touch. You guys are so obsessed with the sport that only billionaires with a B can afford. Right. And it's kind of insane. And also, it does not bode well for their Netflix deal because they obviously have one more show to debut. The only show so far that has done well is their tell-all, which also ruined their relationship with their families and also caused Hollywood to give them some pause because, frankly, a lot of people only really like them because of their association with the royal families, the goats of England. So, we've got Meghan cooking.
Now, shifting gears, let's talk about the royal family, specifically Kate Middleton. Sources have confirmed that she is still in the fight against cancer, and while we're all hoping for the best, it's clear she's not in the clear just yet. For those who've battled this disease, we know that even when you're feeling good, that 5-year cancer-free mark is what everyone's waiting for, because that's when you can finally breathe easy. But as of right now, Kate's still in the middle of her journey, and as scary as it is, we're all hoping for her full recovery. She's got an entire country rooting for her. And speaking of the royal family, we've got another update on King Charles. This one's a bit tricky. You see, Charles had waited his entire life to become king, and when it finally happened, it was bittersweet to say the least. Shortly after his coronation, he was diagnosed with cancer, and now we're hearing reports that he may have returned to his royal duties a little too early. In fact, some insiders are saying that he could be overexerting himself by jumping right back into a full schedule.
Thing coming up, there's a lot of cooking things out there, and I just don't know if Meghan in soft focus in a ball gown making biscuits is going to really hit with the American public.
I think you're right. Let's stick with the royal family. Sources close to the Princess of Wales, Kate Middleton, provided an update on how she's doing. How is she doing? We're all rooting for her.
She's alive and she's kicking, so this is good news. We've said it before, and I've reported before that she's not out of the woods yet. She is not 100% cancer-free. She is still in the battle. And
Let's not forget that his mother, Queen Elizabeth, also fought cancer before she passed. And with Charles now facing his own health battle, it's no surprise that people are starting to worry about his well-being. He's not exactly in the prime of life, so could this early return to duty be a mistake? Is he pushing himself too hard too soon? I'm sure it's a tough balance between his duty as king and his personal health, but I think a lot of people are hoping he'll take a step back and prioritize himself. Finally, let's circle back to LeBron James for a second. While people are trying to make sense of his absence, there's also a lot of buzz about what's happening with his industry friends. As we know, LeBron is connected to some of the biggest names in entertainment and business, including Diddy, Jay-Z, and a whole host of other moguls. There's even some chatter that his stepping away from basketball could be connected to some behind-the-scenes drama involving his friends and business partners. Is he distancing himself from some of them? Or is it just a coincidence that this break comes on the heels of some of their own public controversies? Like I said, we don't have all the answers yet, but it's definitely something to keep an eye on.
It's terrifying. Anyone who's had cancer knows it's terrifying. And you only really take a deep breath at the 5-year cancer-free checkup point, where you're just like, oh, okay, this is done.
What about her father-in-law, King Charles? How's he doing, battling cancer as well?
I think he threw himself back in way too early. So this guy, he waited a very long time to be king. He is finally king. He gets cancer, and it's not great. The queen died of cancer, right? So he also needs to take.
All right, that's your update for today. It's been a crazy news cycle, from LeBron's unexpected time off to Harry and Meghan's polo it out flop, and of course the ongoing health battles within the royal family. Whether you're following the drama, the sports, or the celebrity buzz, one thing's for sure: we'll keep you in the loop with all the latest as it develops. You can follow all the latest with Clarinet on SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. So be sure to stay tuned and keep an eye on these stories in the coming days. Until next time, I'm Darcy, and thanks for tuning in.